everyone, this is Julia from The Curly Girl Creates. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basic sock gnome. Similar to this one. It's not going to be exactly like this one, but similar. The materials you'll need. First, you need a pair of scissors. You need a hot glue gun. You will need roughly 2 to 3 cups of rice. 2 pairs of socks, actually 1 from each pair, different styles. Piece of aluminum foil that's approximately 12 inches by 18 inches. Faux fur, approximately 4 inches by 3.5 inches. You will need wooden balls. I'm using one 1-inch ball for the nose and 2 half-inch balls for the hands. You'll need rubber bands. I use these small clear rubber bands. You'll need about 2 or 3 of them. And some embellishments. I made this little sign. I like to use embellishments. You don't need to. These are optional, but it adds to the cuteness of it all. And I have some flowers that I'm going to take apart, and I'll show you how to use that. Okay, let's get started. So you want something to protect your surface just in case you get glue all over. You are going to take your base sock. This is going to be the body. And you're going to cut it roughly where little above the heel. Like that, and you're going to fill it with rice. So I take a funnel, and I am going to fill this guy with rice. And you're going to keep tamping it down until it's all filled with rice. Okay. Okay, that's the body. Okay. Now you're going to make it into a nice form. You're going to grab it at the top, and with your rubber band, you're going to close it off. Okay, like that. Now you're going to cut a little bit, leave some at the top because you're going to fold it over and you're going to glue it, and I'll tell you why in a second. So you're going to cut it right about there. So the reason for this is that you want to cover the rubber band, because if you put hot glue on the rubber band, obviously it's going to snap. So at this point, you're going to take your hot glue gun and you're going to glue down the edges like this. Okay, make sure they're all glued down, just like that. Okay, once you have that glued down, you're going to take your foil, and I'll show you the reason for the foil. Foil is how you make your cone and how You make it bendable if you want. So you're going to take your piece of foil that you cut, fold it in half. Now you're going to make a cone shape. So you're going to take your finger right in the middle, fold it over, take the other side, fold it over, like that. And now you're going to roll it up into a cone shape. Just roll it like that and flatten the edge, the bottom, like that. Okay? That's what it's going to look like. At this point, you are going to take your body and you're going to glue this right onto the top. Okay, and just glue around. Make sure it's nice and secure on there. Okay, just give that time to dry. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm going to take your faux fur, and now we're going to make the beard. Now, to cut fur, you want to cut from the underside, and you want to grab just the fabric part and not the fur. So we're going to need, I'm going to cut right about there. Okay, you're going to grab the fabric and just cut like that. This way you haven't cut your beard. You haven't cut the fur. Now you want to make it into a triangle. So again, you're going to flip it over and you want to make it into a beard shape. So you're just going to take your scissors, again, grabbing the fabric, go from the center to the top, like this. So that it looks like that. Okay, and now you're going to cut a little circle on the top so that your nose will fit there. Okay, and you're going to attach it like that. So we're going to do that right now. If you can see that. Going to attach the beard, okay, like that. Now to make the mustache, I take one of those pieces, flip it over, and just cut a rectangle. So you have a piece like that. You're going to fold it in half, get the middle of it, and separate it. And there's your mustache. Okay, you're going to put this on right across. Okay, put a little glue on the end of the beard so that it doesn't stick straight out. There you go. Like that. Okay? So far, so good? Now you're going to take your large 1-inch ball and you're going to put it right in the middle of the mustache. Like that. Okay, hold it in place. Till it sets. Okay. Okay, now you're going to make the arms. And this is only if you want arms. If you don't want arms, you can stop right here and continue on to doing the hat. Anyway, what I do is I measure. Now I take the rest of the sock, and where the cuff is, the top of the sock that's nice and finished, that's going to be the sleeve. And that's where your little wooden ball is going to get attached. So I want the arms, I measure it, and I figure the arm should be right about, just right about there. So that's where I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut this straight across. Then you're going to cut it down the middle. Okay. You're going to fold a piece over, and you're going to glue that. Put a line of glue. Be careful not to burn yourself. Okay. And you're going to fold this over. That. Okay, make a sleeve. There you go, just like that. Okay, that's your one sleeve. Going to do the same thing to the other side. Now, of course, if you're a sewer, it makes it a lot easier. You could just sew the seam, which is usually what I do. But for this video, obviously, I would have to drag my sewing machine in here. And this is really a video for people that don't have that kind of equipment. Okay, so there's your other sleeve. So now you're going to take your tiny wood ball and you're going to put it in the sleeve like that. So you're going to put a little glue. And you're going to put your ball in there. Okay. Like that. Can you see what I'm doing? There you go. Okay, that's one. Okay. And you want to attach the arms before the hat goes on. So with the seam is going to face the body so that it doesn't show. Okay, and I made the arms a little too long, so I'm just going to glue them up there so that it's positioned where I want it to be. And it doesn't matter because your hat is going to hide that. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Okay, that's one arm. And take it, going to get your seam. The seam is going to be against the body. Make sure that the arms are even. Okay, now we're going to make the hat. Now for the hat, you're going to take your other sock and you're going to cut right above where the heel is. Okay. And at this point, you're going to stretch it out. Get it nice and stretched. And now you could do this one of two ways. You could put it on with the finished part going down or with the unfinished part going down. I like to put it with the finished part going down because I'm going to put my rubber band at the top and make a little hat like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it like that. And at this point, you are going to glue the hat down. Doesn't matter that this is sticking up. Don't worry about that just yet. Let's position our hat at the bottom first. So you are going to first cover the nose. So put a little dab of glue on the top of the nose. And secure your hat on your nose. Then you're going to take one side of the hat and glue it to the shoulder. Okay, like that. Okay. Then you're going to take the other side of the hat and glue it to the other shoulder. And now you're going to take the back of the hat, pull it down, and glue it to the back. Okay, so now you basically look like that. Okay, at this point, you're going to fold down your foil. I'm going to take your rubber band and you're going to close up the top. Okay. So now it looks like that. See, now the purpose of the foil is because if you want it to be bent like that, you could have your hat like that, which I think is really cute. You could have it standing up. You could bring it forward, bring it back. I like it to the side and down. And now for my favorite part, we're going to decorate them. So I made this little sign. I took a piece of balsa wood and I painted it, and then I took some toothpicks and I made the frame, and the actually wording I made with my Cricut die cut machine. And we are going to attach this to his hands like that. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm just waiting for that to dry. That has to set just a little bit. And then I'm going to take the other hand like that. Takes a little while for the glue to set, but you get the idea. Okay, so now he's holding his little sign, and now I have this faux flower that I'm going to pull apart, because I'm going to cut the petals. So I'm just going to glue the petals onto his hat. So first I'm going to take the petals, glue them onto his hat. Okay, and there's my little flower on the hat. he's pretty much done. At this point, you could put a little ribbon around the rubber band if you like, or you could put more flowers on the top like that, and make a flower. The possibilities are endless with these things. They're so cute. Just use your imagination. That's how you make a basic sock gnome. So easy. You could do it with your kids. It's a fun thing to do on a rainy day or any day. So thank you for watching. I plan to make more videos in the future. So you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or shop with me on Etsy. Thanks for watching. Bye.